already. We'll go ahead and call it to order. Open this up in prayer, please.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you've given us. Thank you for the opportunity to come and deliberate on the town's business. I pray that you keep everyone safe on their journeys home. Please be with all of our police, fire, and first responders. In your name we pray. Amen.
Stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And the 250 that is coming, the semi-quincentennial. How about that?
That's a mouthful.
The 250 is the semi-quincentennial celebration. No, it can't be the bicentennial.
Did y'all see our flags?
Yes, they look good.
I like them.
All right, so roll call.
It's Sabrina, but she has not responded.
Joey White has a baseball game. He should be coming after if we're still here, and Sabrina's supposed to be on the way. So we do have a quorum. And if you would look over the minutes of the last meeting. No changes, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
I don't know. Last line should be,
Oh, sorry.
You did another.
It was the other one. We can make that adjustment, just amended.
yeah. So, is the motion as amended?
Yes.
All right, all in favor? Opposed? All right. I had asked April with us looking at making some changes and all of that. I asked her to do a survey of the other municipalities to find out what their pay rates were and insurance coverages and all of that were. And based on that, I'm going to recommend, and Adam and I have sort of talked about it too, I want to recommend that we actually pay or adjust our health insurance benefits to 100% for full-time employees. And we're also looking at the hourly rate, but well, I think we're going to look at that in next year's budget in October. So we want to probably make an adjustment to that. My thought, Adam and I's thought, is to wait till November for the hourly adjustment, but to go ahead and make the adjustment of 100% for health insurance for full-time employees. And so
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
so we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Opposed? And that will be effective this February. All right. Next is maintenance employee. I don't have.
Well, stay on the RSA.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, RSA also. We're currently tier 2, or April's on tier 2. Most of the state has gone back to tier 1 now. We've got a draft of what it is going to cost and all of that, but basically it's more the contributing employee. So April will be, if we pass the resolution, then April will be able to go to tier 1 effective October 1st. Anybody that's already on tier 1, for instance, Chris Hallman is part-time right now, but he can contribute as a tier 1 employee immediately if we pass it. So
And this is just a sample resolution. We'll have to do some adjustments, stuff like that, in the past. pass the resolution in our July meeting, because they have to have it in their hands, RSA does, by August 1st, because their board votes on it. So this was just a, do y'all want to create the sample or the resolution and pass it?
Because we have to have, Jeff, we have to discuss the resolution at this meeting and then pass it in the next meeting.
Yes.
Unless we do a meeting.
You can have a meeting for move from meeting.
But we don't have it ready, so.
Yeah, we don't have it ready, because I didn't know how, we didn't really know how all this worked until
It was a
recently.
discussion item that you passed.
So,
Okay.
so does anybody have any questions or discussion or anything on it?
They asked like how much it would cost. I mean, it really doesn't cost the town much more money as far as their portion of it. It's more my portion and the benefits I reap from
Right.
it. So,
And it would also benefit any other employees.
yeah, like I'd come out better. I would still be a tier 2 employee, but receiving
Tier
tier
one
1
benefits.
benefits. So you
But
can retire early.
The town would be a tier 1 town. She's tier 2, but she can start paying in as tier 1, which would give her tier 1 benefits.
Right, yeah.
And then he's already tier 1, so as a part-time employee, he just can contribute as tier 1, and it just simplifies things.
Okay.
And then if we were to get, other, either law enforcement, fire, maintenance people, whatever, again, they would all be the tier 1.
Yeah, because they're already on.
So,
Well, why do you consider tier
When I came in here, this was a town, this was a tier 2
2? Oh, okay.
employment,
That makes sense.
and I had not had any prior RSA.
if I remember my history right, when Bentley was governor, they were in financial trouble, so they dumped it down to tier 2.
Yeah, they
To save money, just took from the retirement system. But then, 5 years ago,
Something like that.
they went back. You could buy into back into tier 1, or you can go into tier 1 or whatever. It affected mainly public service. Anyway, so
So we'll have it all ready for the next package. As long as y'all vote for it in July, then we're good to turn it on to her. They'll present it to their board in September, and then
You think go ahead and vote on
we don't have a resolution.
Oh,
we don't have a
She
resolution.
sent me the sample resolution and stuff, so we just got all this. I just got this back from Alicia on what it would cost. Yeah, so I'll have all that ready for the July meeting, because it's not gonna hurt anything.
yeah, was that a motion?
Yeah.
Perfect. 45 minutes.
Stop it.
Alright, so next is the maintenance employee. It's something that we've been talking around about. Robert and Trevor and Tyler presented it a year ago now, or more.
Maybe more.
And Adam and Robert and I sat down this last week and talked about the hybrid maintenance position, and basically it would be work under the town clerk and the fire chief as far as a combined position for town maintenance and fire department maintenance. We were initially thinking putting percentages or whatever, and it's like, it really needs to be pretty flexible, because during certain times of the year, certain things have more need or priority. So, and ultimately, I'll be the tiebreaker, if you will, if we have to set a priority. If ISO's coming, we have to get host tests done really quick, or if we've got a big tournament in the park meets that has priority or whatever. But I think it would benefit us from both the fire department and the town standpoint if we did a hybrid position. So and do what was proposed before. Robert's exact words were, he was supposed to be here. He forgot Vacation Bible School was this week, but he said this will be the whole fire department report. Hey, sorry, when we met the other day, I didn't notice Vacation Bible School was this week, so I'll not be at the meeting. Fire department wise, it's been busy, but we have been able to cover most of the calls. having to replace the light bar on 781, which is the service truck. With the town position, you can let everyone know, brush truck. With the town position, you can let everybody know that we did meet and discuss the ins and outs of how it would need to be handled work-wise. Again, sorry I didn't notice, or he was good with the ins and outs of it. So he's supportive of it. He was going to be here for any questions or anything, but he says it's pretty cut and dry anyway. So he felt like that position would be a good position, and we talked about Trevor specifically and him being in that position, and so he was agreeable to that. So the proposal was for Trevor to come on board. $23 an hour was his minimum if we could provide insurance for him. That is the proposal, to hire Trevor at $23 an hour for a combined fire department and town maintenance position. And he would be, he have family insurance, and he can contribute to Tier 1, which he's already on retirement. So if that's something y'all think would be a good fit, I would love to have that, see that happen.
What you looking for?
I don't know what you think.
Do it well.
Is that what you're doing, sir?
Get right up.
I wouldn't hear.
Huh? I wouldn't hear you. You said right there. You might go last night.
From a budget standpoint, where does it come from?
It's 50-50. 50 from the town, 50 from the fire department.
Look, I've always been a proponent for getting somebody full-time, and mainly to help with the fire department stuff, and I think this is a good way for us to do it. I think it's something the town needs, but that's just.
And is there overtime, no overtime?
Only in emergencies.
So it'd be an easy for the mayor.
Yeah, and then, he is still eligible just like everybody else if he's not on duty for the on-call, or paper call, I'm sorry, not on-call, paper call with the fire department if it's not during normal business hours.
Now, I have a question, and this is not anything against anybody. How on payroll, you said there's 80 in a 2-week period. It's a week one, they work 47. That's not considered overtime
No.
unless you go over 80, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Is that how it
everybody sets their own.
works? So no.
40 hours. 40.
It is
So
40
it is
a week.
40 hours a week.
It's 5 weeks.
Okay. So I just need to make sure when we do payroll, like, that I know what I'm doing.
Because you know,
And it's,
I don't work over 40.
in a 7-day period.
So anything over 40 in a 7-day period is,
What's it be?
okay.
Somebody else.
So basically this employee would be locked to the 40, just like on the.
All right, one question on that to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Right.
If we were to take a vacation day and then work over 40, including the vacation.
That's still not overtime.
That's not overtime.
No, you
It's
gotta make
work
it
hours.
Yeah.
So it could be 48, like that pay period would be 48 hours per week, but
Now, you
it's,
get up to be, it would be, if employee leave, say Monday worked 8 hours, took 8 hours vacation on Monday, and then in the next 6 days worked 40 hours, I did 48 hours.
So he's still getting.
Yes.
okay.
yes, fair labor standards.
But for the most part, this employee is 40 hours a week.
Seen by April and Robert.
Now with Holland,
But he'll report. He's basically town maintenance.
so he's still what Zach's agreement was, or like that
He's
agreement was up
overflow.
to.
Yeah, he's the overflow.
The
So,
additional part-time help that we voted on even
So
before.
40 hours a week for him as well.
he shouldn't exceed 40 hours a
He
week.
should be,
Right.
okay.
No, he shouldn't exceed 20 hours a week.
Okay, really.
Typically,
If
unless
he's
it's an
exceeding
emergency.
40, then we might have another issue.
And this is a Jeff Share question too that I think me and him discussed today. This doesn't exclude him from being able to be a deputy as a 1099.
No,
right? If
it's
he's
totally
in,
separate.
No,
yeah, so that's completely separate. So if he's
as
still
long as we're not at,
not double
not double dipping.
Not double dipping, it would be
If
totally
he's on our
separate.
clock, he's doing our work, if he's not, he's not.
Right.
No, I'm not wearing this case.
So,
Yeah. That's what we wanted to make
How much
sure.
time do you want to spend with Locust for?
I know.
Every week.
I'm here every day anyway. Depends on what shirt he's wearing.
Yeah.
So,
I was making sure that I know, because you know, the way we do our fire department at the end of the year, I take all their firemen and add it up, and then I pay up to $23,000 into that. But this will be different, it'll be the opposite direction. I'm gonna take half of whatever we've paid this employee and pull it from fire department.
But we also have a line, fire department line.
Yeah. So I need to make sure I know what this is, like on the line.
He'll be keeping up with the hours so we can see that he is doing town work as well.
Oh, he still has to do the daily time sheet just like everybody else.
And my only concern would be him spending too much time in one spot. I'm not even saying the fire department, but even if he was to be here 75%, and the fire department can half.
Well, and that's what we discussed that day, and that's gonna depend on what's going on and all that, and they'll have to, if there ends up being a conflict, I'll have to provide guidance then, because, like I said, if we've got a big event, it's summertime with the parks and everything going on, yeah, he's gonna spend more time with the town stuff than he does.
Absolutely, I would definitely not look at that even a monthly basis, maybe a quarterly basis, and just see how close they line up.
but in the wintertime, he's not gonna have to do much of that stuff. And
That's
that's
right.
where he can get a lot more of the fire department, like the stuff in the back.
All the admin stuff.
Up
Yeah.
in here, who drives the truck? The
Whoever
maintenance
needs it.
truck.
Whoever needs it.
So they would need to drive their personal truck here every day, even truck.
Potentially. We haven't worked out those details.
I mean, there's so much to this with.
I'm good with driving my truck. I'm good with driving my truck. I know
I'm
that.
working out how this all gonna look to me too.
I think,
If he's going to mow, then he'll drive that truck. If he's going responding on a fire call, he'll drive the fire truck.
in my opinion, because of the way we're trying to set this hybrid position, and then having Holland is overflow, I think that truck should stay here unless it's needed for town maintenance. That's
And
just
is
my opinion.
Hunter still overflow?
Part-time.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I think Hunter probably would drive it too. But I think that truck should stay here, and then that way it's here if it's needed for town maintenance. And no matter whether it be you or Hunter or Trevor.
And that being said, there's probably going to be a lot of adjustments that we'll make as we work out the details on this.
Yeah, I know, this is how I'm so confused, Paul.
I can feel that.
Just
Okay,
on
probably
my.
more details.
And Trevor gets 100% family?
Yes. That's the proposal. For him to be able to afford to come over.
So, do we need a motion for that?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to do the hybrid position.
We have a motion and a second. Any more discussion?
And is everyone?
And that includes Holland in that position, correct?
Yes.
No, his is.
Well, he's already in the position,
Yeah, since,
Just trying to keep up with.
well, since
This is
that
a
has been out for a
new,
while,
this is a
Chris
new.
and Hunter
Yeah.
got him put in that position.
This is a new position.
So Jeff, will you have to create a, whatever you made Zach sign, like me sign, like a contract?
Yes.
Cause this is a whole nother ballgame, and you'll need a contract for Chris as well, right? Okay. So then you'll need the details.
Send me all the details.
Okay.
All of them. Thank you.
All right, so any more discussion?
No, he's the 1099.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Yes.
All right, motion passes.
Not his. She's considered part-time. Right?
Yes.
What did we say?
He was asking about the benefits. Make sure.
And he's part-time.
Yeah, so he's part-time, but yeah, very
Perfect
description.
Wow.
Here's the contract.
Consider chairman to.
He's He's already tier 1 in this company. So. All right, so next is going to be legal.
Mayor, I don't have anything other than our discussion about the road situation.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get through the rest of the reports and before we do roads, and because we're going to be going into executive session for that. So next is chamber. Find my notes. So a couple of things with the chamber. They for the Bothwell Scholarship that the chamber gave, Cortland Williamson from Locust was appointed this year. I was actually at the award ceremony for that. And she was real appreciative of that. And then a couple of things happening. If anybody's interested, June 19th at 10 a.m. is the ribbon cutting for scooters. If you haven't been through Aniana in the morning, it's out in the road right now. I mean, the line is out in the road. So apparently they got good coffee. They're selling, the chamber's selling America 250th t-shirts. Go on the website if you want to see, see what they look like. They're a medium blue with red, white, and blue printing on it. Several 4th of July events coming up. Highland Lakes is going to have a 4th of July boat armada, apparently, with some fireworks. Aniana is also going to have a June fireworks celebration downtown, I guess, starting at 5 p.m. and then we're going to have fireworks probably around 9. The chamber is doing a Liberty and Lemonade mingle on Tuesday, June 23rd at the chamber building. Daniel Taylor is going to speak on frog for that little mingle. They're also going to have lemonade, hot dogs, and homemade ice cream. They've rented All Bounce for the children, so if you have kids, they can go play in the bounce house. And then, not that we've been officially notified, but June 28th is June 20th is Miles for Molly.
28th is
Yeah, 20th is Miles for Molly, and the 28th is the fireworks show at the park. Lisa, do you have any information on the cleanup of the?
So I went and talked to people at the museum, and I got like the history of the cemetery, and April and I have been working on getting the flags. Apparently, there's a doctor in Liberty Park that is a direct descendant of Gabriel Hamby. And so they're going to put us all together. So I talked to Mr. Moss and I talked to the new curator at the museum. And they're going to put us together with the doctor. And we're still trying to figure out the date and everything for the cleanup. But I got a bunch of information on what kind of chemicals you need to clean headstones. And I don't think that it's advisable to let just anybody do that. The volunteers will need to just maybe weed eat or pick up garbage. There's not really that much garbage out there, but some weed eating would be very helpful. One thing I didn't know is the town does not own that cemetery, right? Do we know who owns the lot of those cemeteries?
I do not. We probably need to look at them.
Yeah, because they said we probably need to look at that, because although they don't think it would be a problem to access it for cleanup and that kind of thing, since cemeteries are public access. I did notice that several of the graves out there, the above the ground graves, the concrete is all broken on it. And there may be some money through archives to get that fixed, but that is something that we would need permission from the landowner to be able to go and maybe get some new slabs made and put on top of those graves. Because, not only is it a preservation thing, it's also a safety issue. Somebody up there messing around and falling.
Do you have an address
For
to cemetery?
It's at the very end of the road.
It's just at the very, and I had to look at the GIS map to see
What road is
if
it?
it has a. think we allocated about $600 or $700 for the grant for the supplies for the cleanup. Those chemicals are going to be about $250 of that, so the chemicals are pretty expensive, and that's a couple of kits. Comes with the proper brush and the chemicals and all of that. But as we kind of get that organized, we'll as long as we have it done before the end of August, that's the timeline for the.
One of the things I was going to ask is if we have any extra money to order, get a couple of big constitutions to frame them for the.
Oh, there's some money in there for that. We just have to, so I talked to Mr. Smitherman about that, and because I was trying to get a size, like what size would they like to have, and he said, whatever we think. The big ones with just the plain black frames are like $80 a piece. I think maybe do the little bit nicer ones that are going to be a little over $100 a piece, but they have a really nice frame. Kind of does the Constitution justice, you know. It doesn't look like we just rolled out a poster and stuck it in a cheap Walmart frame or Dollar Tree frame or whatever. So yes, there's already money allocated for that. We have money for the cleanup. We've got money for the stickers. You ordered the stickers. They're really nice little $250. Everybody likes kind of the stickers to put on their water bottles and computers, so we did that. I need to get with you about ordering more of the pocket constitutions if you think we need more or if what we have is enough.
They're in my office. I think there's 300 or 500.
Okay. Yeah, we probably need to order a little bit more than that because there's three history teachers over at Locust, and then they gave me the number of 11th and 12th grade students that will be there for next year. So probably less than 150 to go over to the school, and then so we can order some more of those, getting the flags, and just for the cemetery cleanup, and then the three flags that we got were part of it with the hangers. Got an extra hanger down for the park. I think that's it for the budget for that. I mean, $2,500 goes pretty quickly.
Anything else on the advisory board?
Well, we didn't meet last week. I was out of town, and on Tuesday I was like, oh, I didn't send an email. So we didn't get to meet this month. The only thing I talked to Keith Hayden about the park, about the grant. We got the grant, but we only got $50,000, and they decided that that was not going to be enough to do anything with it. So they're going to let another park because they needed $50,000.
I wonder if they're giving it to Trafford. Their town clerk come by yesterday and said they're redoing their whole park.
Maybe.
I would bet that's it.
No, that was already in progress before.
She said it was a grant, they just got a grant. She was like,
Okay.
we're doing our lights, we're getting all their fencing and all of this
That would
stuff.
cost more than $50,000.
Yeah.
It would, but
Well,
that makes
let's say they
sense.
want to set aside and plan to.
Because, we had dirt delivered to them about 2 weeks ago, field dirt, because that was their payment for rent,
Right.
was to Trafford.
He didn't
Makes sense.
say which park it was, but not exactly sure. I was a little bit, had a lot of questions. I wasn't able to really get a whole lot of answers about the granting agency and the process and the reporting process and how it all worked. So still going to continue to see if we can find money to do something out there. At least we have the project put together. We know what will fit. We kind of know a price. We know what the what the goals are out there. So we can continue. Maybe next year. Maybe we can get a lot more information together before we kind of jump into this beat first again. Would make me feel a little bit better anyway.
Y'all have anything else?
No, just still kind of on hold about the meetings about the sewer lines.
Sewer. Do we have an update on that by chance?
I don't have any updates on there.
Do you follow up with their attorney and see?
I haven't, last time the conversation I had was with Superintendent Green, and he said he would get with his corporate council in Birmingham. And I used to know who that was, but I think the guy I know retired, but I'll certainly, I'll let you know, I'll ask him about that.
All right, community center.
We had that dental screening. It went really well. They had 10 people show up.
Oh, wow, okay.
Which was good. We've had 5 new members join. That's awesome.
Nice.
So they're doing bingo every second Thursday with TLC National coming strong over there, over here. So that's really good. But anyway, other than that, same old stuff. Cass does a great job.
Yeah, she said so. She likes to do things though. They planted a garden behind the community center. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You know that little flower bed that
Yeah.
is meaning, it's just, eyesore. They let them do little garden beds and went and got landscaping timers and put around, it literally looks super cute back there. And they love it. They love it to do something, small scale that they used to do in a big scale. Yeah, so it actually looks cute back there. They're keeping it very nice.
I'm glad you said that. He said rather than banging his head up against that computer, he would do it for free if we would write him a letter just saying that he did the donation of his time for the $600. He really did. He said, I'll come up for free. So would that be possible, Councilman?
Sure.
Okay. Does he need a business license if he's coming and volunteering?
No.
All right. So,
Me and him talk on the phone, but I gotta get that. I have already threatened to nix our contract with them today and everything.
so apparently the link that they provided for her on our website,
Today didn't work.
the old one on there wasn't right. And then they gave her another one and it wasn't right.
I literally was emailing them we're gonna cancel our service with y'all and you don't respond to me, blah, blah, blah. And then I had another person was I had 4 people email me after I said that.
Good.
I know, I was but then you still couldn't get it to work, so I'm
He said
tomorrow.
he actually said he did that for the door park as well. And he said, I'm just one of those guys that I think that everything comes out in the wash and sometimes you do look good. And he said, so just tell him if y'all write me a letter and that way he has a little bit of tax write-off. He said, I'll just come in there and do it for free.
We got plenty of maintenance men now to help them install them.
Yeah, what kind of time frame? Well, he talked about coming this week, weather permitting. But I'll have to get with him in the morning and see. It'll definitely be probably gonna come in the evening or something.
Yeah, before the fireworks.
Yeah, I think we can get that done. I can get him to do
For the
that.
28th. So
Yeah,
that's the
I think
28th.
we
is
can
the-
Okay. All right, before we go into executive session, is there anything else? Anybody else? All right, we anticipate 30 minutes in executive session and no business afterwards. Just updating on the roads. We need a vote. Joey, executive session? Yes. Yes. And I'm good. All right, we'll be in executive session. Appreciate everybody's attendance.